Hi there, welcome to Crochet Critters. Today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable little Franken bear. So getting ready for Halloween markets or anything, or just a little Halloween gift for someone who likes something a little bit quirky, a little bit different, this little guy is going to be for you. I think he's adorable. He's a modification of my bobble bear pattern, so I'll put the link to the straight bobble bear pattern if you're interested in making just a plain one without all the embellishments. But today we're going to be working on this guy, and to do that we're going to be needing some yarn. So I've got 3 different colours to get everything I need for him. So I've got a black, a green and a grey. And this is Hobby's Honey Bunny yarn, I believe, as well. So with that I will be using my 5mm crochet hook. You'll also need a stitch marker, some scissors, a tapestry needle and some safety eyes, and I'm using these red ones that I have. I think they're a 10mm safety eye, and I just think it adds to the effect of him, but you can use whatever you've got or whatever you think looks good. And you'll also need some just plain black, this is a plain black acrylic yarn just for his little head stitches there as well. I forgot to add that you'll also need some stuffing to stuff this little guy, so I've just got some polyfill here. And I also forgot to say, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Let me know what you think. All of that really goes a long way to helping support my channel and make sure I can keep going with making adorable little tutorials for you, and making sure I can keep making content as well. So please don't forget to support my channel. Thank you. Okay, so to start with, we will be doing 6 single crochet in a magic ring, and I'm going to apologize now because I'm using black yarn. The stitches aren't going to be the easiest to see until we get to the green, so I'm sorry, but it's the best way to make this guy how you want. So to start with, this is how I do a magic ring, and make sure you check out my link below on how to do a magic ring, because it may not be as easy to see this time, but this is how I like to do mine. And then you pull on this back tail here, okay, and then put your stitch marker in. I put my stitch marker in the last stitch of the round. You can do the first stitch of the round, whichever you like, it's up to you. Just be consistent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to do 6 increases, so that's 2 single crochet into each stitch the whole way around to get up to 12 stitches. So that's 1 stitch into there and then back into the same stitch, and you do an increase like that. Hopefully you can see some of this, so I apologize again, and do that the whole way around. Okay, in the next round we're going to do a single crochet and then an increase, and we'll do that 6 times to go up to 18 single crochet. So just 1 single crochet and then an increase, and repeat that the whole way around. And the next round is 2 single crochet and an increase 6 times to go up to 24 stitches. So 2 and then an increase, and repeat that the whole way around. Okay, so the next round we're going to be adding in our legs and our tail. So it's got 2 little bobble feet and a little bubbly tail. So we'll start off with just 3 single crochet, and then we'll do our first bobble stitch. Again, because of the black yarn, I'll definitely put the link to my bobble stitch tutorial so you can check that out and see a bit easier what I'm doing. So to start with, your yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through a loop, and then you yarn over and pull through 2, and that leaves 2 on the hook. And then you do that again, yarn over, insert same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 on the hook, so then you've got 3, and do that again. You've got 4 on the hook, and again do a 4 stitch bobble, leaving, so we've got 5 stitches on the hook, so then we yarn over and pull through all 5 on the hook, poke that out, and then pull that tight. And then we are going to do 7 single crochet. Make sure you go into the next stitch, don't miss a stitch if it's been covered up by the bobble. So 7 single crochet, and then we'll do another bobble stitch, so just like before. So you got 5 on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 5, and then we're going to do another 7 single crochet. And then another bobble stitch just like before. And then finish the round with 4 single crochet. Okay, so the next 3 rounds are just going to be 24 single crochet the whole way around, and I'm going to do that off camera since you can't really see what I'm doing anyway. So I'll do 3 rows of 24 single crochet the whole way around and meet you back here when you're done. Okay, so in this round we're just going to do our first lot of decreases. So we're going to go 2 single crochet and a decrease 6 times to go down to 18. I like to do the invisible decrease, and I will show you how to do that, but I will also put a link to a tutorial so that you can see it a bit better, because again, black yarn, not the best for visualizing anything, so apologies. So that's using the front loops only, we'll do a decrease. So you use the front loop and then the front loop of the next stitch, and then you yarn over, pull through both front loops, yarn over and pull through 2, and I'll do that again. So another 2 singles first, and then again front loop, yarn over, pull through 2 front loops, and then yarn over and pull through, and that is the invisible decrease. So do that the whole way around to go down to 18 stitches. Okay, in this round we're going to be adding in the arms, and I'm going to do those in green. So I'll show you how to color change into the green and then back to the black at the right points. So we'll start off with 3 single crochet, and before you finish that 3rd single crochet, so I've just yarned over and pulled through, so I'm going to grab my green and then I will pull through with that one. So what I'm going to do is just lock down that tail a bit for myself, just anchor it under the black, and so then I will yarn over and pull through with the green, just tighten that, and then you're going to do your bobble stitch in the green. So you should be able to see it a bit better this time. So we'll yarn over, and then I'm also going to anchor the tail while I do this as well, so nothing comes undone. So insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and do that 4 times. And so once you've got your 5 on the hook, you're then going to grab your black again, and you are going to yarn over and pull through all 5, but with the black, not with the green. Okay, and I'm not going to undo, I'm going to leave the green on there because we're going to drag it around to the other side to do the other arm. So then we're going to do 6 single crochet across the front, and I'm going to use this opportunity just to anchor those tails a little bit as well. Sorry, I've changed my mind. I'm going to do 5 single crochet across the front. I know it sounds like I chop and change things, but I just want to make sure that it lines up nicely with my feet, and for some reason today that's what's lining up better. So double check yours. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 6, can depend on your tension that day. Apparently mine's a bit off today. Sometimes when I'm stressed my tension changes. Maybe I'm stressed. So again, on that 5th stitch, we're going to bring through the green for the color change, and then we'll do our bobble. Okay, and remember when you're finishing off, we're going to finish off with the black, yarn over and pull through all of them on the hook with the black. And then finish the round and with just 8 single crochet. Okay, so the next round is just going to be single crochet and a decrease 6 times to get down to 12 stitches, and we're going to do a color change at the end as well, and I'll show you how to do that, because we're going to go to green in a minute, so that's why I haven't cut my green tail off. So start with though, do single crochet and a decrease 6 times. For this color change, I'm going to grab another stitch marker, and I'm going to put this into the front loop of the first stitch of the next round. Just there. Okay, and then we are going to do our color change. So to try and make this as invisible as possible, thankfully it's towards the back, so it does disguise it a bit too, but I'm going to try and make it as invisible as I can. So we're going to get our green yarn next, and then we're going to go into the back loop of the next stitch. Now this round we're doing 12 increases, but we're also going to add in some grey bobble stitches too, which just adds a little bit of complexity to this round, but bear with me because it turns out super cute if you get it right. So we'll do this first to start with. We'll do, so you back loop and then you just yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through both on the hook, and then you're going to go into that back loop again to do your increase. Okay, and I'm just marking this stitch because we're going to use that one on the next round, and particularly with the black yarn it's easier to find it again if you do that. So now you're going to look where you're going to want to place these grey bobble stitches here. We're going to do another increase, anchoring down the black and the green tail, or the black tail there, and then I'm going to cut that. So we're only dealing with one yarn at a time for a second, and another one in that one. So now we've done 4 stitches. So now we're going to do our bobble stitch into this next increase. So we'll do our first stitch halfway again, and then we'll change to the grey. So like before, we'll anchor that green over the grey, and then yarn over and pull through, and then we're going to go back into that same stitch we did that stitch in and do a grey bobble stitch. And then you'll finish that off using the green to pull through all 5 on the hook, and that should sit there like that. Okay, and then we're going to do more increases, so that should sit just behind that arm there. So that's 1, 2 into the same hook, and then we're going to come back round to here. So we're going to do another grey bobble here. So that's 1, okay, so we've got 8 stitches, so that's 4 increases, and now we're going to do the next grey bobble. So I'm going to undo that last increase stitch there. We will get the grey. Careful not to pull it too tight. Okay, and then we'll go into the next stitch, yarn over, insert, okay, 5 on the hook, grab your green back again and pull through all 5. And then, because we're doing increases in each stitch, we're going to have to go back into that same stitch, which is going to be tight and tricky, but just take it slow if you need to. Go into that stitch, there we go, and then you've got your little doodads, and they sit just behind those front arms there. So then you can cut your grey, because we don't need him anymore. Don't forget to anchor him down with 1 or 2 stitches. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere. We're going to continue the increases. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more increases to do before we finish the round. Okay, and this one we're going to finish off this colour change here to make sure it looks as smooth as possible. So because you marked that stitch, you'll be able to use that. So you need to go in through that front loop there. Oops, it's quite tight because of all those increases. And then you're going to go through that stitch there, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through there, and that should help with just keeping it smooth. So what we're going to do, so that's your first stitch of the round, and what we're going to do is another 10 single crochet, or possibly 9. What we want to do is get this nose right in between these 2 bobbles here. So whatever you got to do to get in between those, so whether it's 10, 9 stitches, you do what you need to do. So that's what your first stitch. Okay, so that was 9 stitches, and I think that's definitely going to get me right where I want to be, in the middle. So we're going to do another bobble stitch, and this is for the little nose. So again, yarn over, insert, remember each time going back into the same stitch for the whole bobble. Yarn over, pull through all, and then you'll just finish the round with 14 single crochet. Just making sure you get into the next stitch. Okay, next we're going to do 2 rounds of 24 single crochet the whole way around, and I'll do that off camera again and meet you back here. Okay, and you're back after doing your 2 rows of 24 single crochet the whole way around, and now I am going to start stuffing the body of mine before I go any further. Make sure you get plenty of stuffing down to the bottom so you've got a nice round shaped little bear. The next row we will be doing 2 single crochet and a decrease, and I can probably show you better now with the green how to do the invisible decrease, because you should be able to see the stitches a little bit better now. So we'll do 2 singles and then we'll do our decrease. So front loop and then front loop, yarn over, pull through both the front loops, yarn over and pull through, and that's your decrease. So do that 6 times to go down to 18 stitches. Okay, so we're going to be doing a colour change next, but I'm going to add my eyes in now just because it'll be easier to get my fingers in before I do any more decreases. So you're going to do it between these two rounds here, just above the nose, and it's, I think, what is it, 1, 2, about 4 stitches apart. So you want to do it just to the side of the nose on each side. Do it too close though and he looks a little bit funny, so I have to work that one. I think it goes there. No, there. And then too far apart and he looks silly too. Yeah, I think I've got it right. Sometimes it's trickier than others to get the eyes placed right, but just take your time because if the eyes are wrong, the whole thing's going to look wonky. So just put your backs on. Right. That is not the right back. And I do like to check that my safety eyes are on securely. That's also not the right back. That's better. Okay, now we're going to colour change back to black. And grab that stitch marker from before into that front loop there, and we are going to start off with a single crochet and then a decrease, and oops, switching to the black yarn. So insert into the back loop of the first stitch, and then pull through the black, and then yarn over and pull through both. And I'm going to cut the green because we're done with that, and this time I'm just going to tie these two tails together to secure them. Tuck them in there, and then we're going to do a decrease, and then we'll do a bobble stitch in here for the ear. Yarn over, pull through all of them, and then we're going to do another decrease here, and then we'll do another single crochet and a decrease, and a single crochet and a decrease. Now you got to make sure you get the next ear in the right spot as well, which can be tricky making sure you get it right. So you can, there are a couple of ways to do this. Some are more fiddly than others. So you can do a bobble stitch over a decrease, which can be tricky. You can do your 2 decreases at the end, like do a single crochet and then your bobble stitch and then 2 decreases. That's perfectly fine too. Just trying to get it lined up with the other ear. So what I'll do today, you can see the bobble stitch over a decrease if you look at the original Bobble Bear video. I do it there. So I'll do, this time I'll do a bobble stitch though. Apologies, I got interrupted by the tiniest of humans. Super cute though. So I'm going to do a bobble stitch in this stitch, and then I'm going to finish with 2 decreases. So again, yeah, check out my other video if you want to see how to do it the other way. And just have a double check, see if you're happy with everything sitting. I think it'll be okay. Then finish with 2 decreases to get down to the right number of stitches for the round. I'm actually not quite happy with that. I'm going to shift that, so I'm just going to frog back a bit. Apologies. I'm going to keep all of this so you guys can see what I did and then how I changed it, because I also think that's an important part of learning. So do one more decrease, going back a bit too far. Okay, and then I'm going to do the bobble stitch into this stitch here rather than the next one, because the ear was just sitting back a little bit further than I wanted to. pull through, and then we'll do a decrease so we can actually finish the round properly now, because we've shifted the bobble stitch, which is a good thing. I think that looks better. And then finish the round with a single crochet and then a decrease. And then start stuffing the head a bit. I'm going to stuff more right at the end because I find it easier not to work when it's overstuffed. So the next round we're going to do is 6 decreases, and we're going to do this color change, use that and do that into it as well. So that we'll use that as our front loop, and then the front loop of the next stitch, yarn over and pull through those 2 front loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2. And that's just finished off that color change there while doing a decrease. So then we're going to just finish the round with another 5 decreases. Okay, and you finish, so you can take your stitch marker out. You can cut that yarn tail, leaving a bit to sew that hole closed. And now I'm just going to finish stuffing the head. And then just grab your needle, and we will sew this hole closed using the last 6 front loops. So we're just going to go through each of those front loops like that and pull that closed. And that's closed. And to finish securing that, we're just going to feed that yarn tail through to a couple of spots on the body and make sure that's nice and secure and not going to unravel. Okay, and there's just a couple more little things just to finishing them off, just a few little finishing touches. So to start with, I'm just going to get some of the black plush yarn I was using and use that to do a little nose. Okay, so you insert the hook there, and we're going to come up into the last quarter of that bobble stitch on the nose there. If you can see that. And leave a tail there for tying off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over those top 2 stitches into there, and then go back over that a few times. So coming out and into the same spot a few times, just to add a bit of black detailing to the nose. That looks pretty good. So then we'll go one more time into that last hole there, and then come up where our yarn tail is. And I'm happy with that little nose. And tie those together. And we'll just feed that knot back into the head. Like that. And cut it. And the last bit is I'm going to add these little stitches on here. You don't have to do that, but I just think it adds to the whole little Franken bear vibe that I'm going for. Sometimes the extra little details can make all the difference. So I'm just going to use this black acrylic yarn that I've got and just do something sort of similar to that. I'll come up here. Should I do that? Go across to there. Okay, he's got his little stitches in his head. They don't have to be perfectly even or anything. It's actually better if they're not, I reckon, for this little guy, because again, adds to a little Franken effect. And yes, I do know that Frankenstein wasn't the monster. Frankenstein was the doctor, so this is like Dr. Frankenstein's bear. Okay, and there you go. You're all done. You've got your adorable little Franken bear, or Frankenstein's bear, whatever way you want to put it. He's all done, ready to go for Halloween. I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again next time for another fun tutorial. Thank you very much.